Good day, everybody, and welcome to Local Matters. My name is Mike Cluett, and you're watching your TV Halton, which is truly local television. And as always, my co-host with the most, and he ain't no boast. His name is Ron Norris from Halton Hills.
What award did we win this week, Mike?
I don't know. I was going to put pictures up of my golden statue. I was going to put it up at the local golf course, just to tell everybody how great and grand I am, and it was repoed. I couldn't afford the price of anything anymore because we're paying so much for gas these days. Anyways, that's my price rumble for the day.
I don't think we're doing a segue into gas stories because we got a lot of other things to talk about today.
We do have lots of other things, and it's at the time of taping, it is Victoria Day weekend. It is the long weekend, as some people still call it, and I don't know why, May 2-4. It's not. That's the official birthday of Queen Victoria. Is May the 24th. But the third weekend of every May is the long weekend, and there's always lots of stuff going on. It's the official start of summer. You know that things are going to be happening in the community. In Milton, our farmers market is going to be up and running this weekend. So by the time you see this, you probably have seen me going up and down Main Street, sampling some of the wares and the great food and vegetables, the produce, and the people. It's the people that bring out the fun at farmers markets.
Well, some of the vendors have said they don't want you sampling as much. They would like you to buy as much as you sample. So
is that how it works?
Just a thought. Yeah.
I gotta buy it?
Gotta buy it.
Gotta buy it. But yes, the Milton Farmers Market downtown Milton's kicking off this week and going all the way to Thanksgiving, all with the exception of one weekend, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that coming up. But speaking of farmers markets, we have some more breaking news from Halton Hills.
There's a perfect segue there because we are coming to the farmers market, and by the time you see this, our farmers market will almost be ready to start. We're a little bit behind Milton.
Yeah, that's fine.
At different time zone apparently, but we actually start on June let's start with Acton first of all.
Acton, yes.
Because Acton starts 2 days before Georgetown. So on Thursday, June 4th, from 4 to 7 p.m., the Acton Outdoor Market, as it's called, new location. So this is breaking news.
That's
new
the
location.
Breaking news.
It will be right on Mill Street at the parking lot for the Salvation Army Church. So it's the same great market, but it's going to be more accessible. And people coming from out of town, Prospect Park's a great place, but it's not easy to find if you're not familiar with Acton. Mm-hmm. So kudos to the Downtown Acton BIA for coming up with a great new location. As they were saying here, they're creating a more visible, accessible, and community-focused market experience. Visitors can shop local, meet vendors, discover handmade goods, enjoy fresh products, and support small businesses. So starting Thursday, June 4th for that one. Then the Georgetown people get into it 2 days later on Saturday, June 6th. Now, Mike, this downtown farmers market in Georgetown has been going since 1993. I was actually at the meeting this year where we were selecting vendors. We had to turn away more vendors than we actually accepted. Mm-hmm. It is that popular. It's a great farmers market to go to. So as you're used to sampling, there is a lot of the usual seasonal fruits and vegetables. Got some great local honey, maple syrup, homemade jams, baked goods, always good baked goods, deli products. A lot of handcrafted products as well, which is really amazing. Handcrafted soaps, lotions. There's one area there for botanical wellness products. I'm not an expert on that, but they're there. If you like it, we got it. Plants, flowers, a lot of crafts like that. Live music and buskers. And here you go. You can bring your dog. You can bring your dog on a leash, but it has to be well trained.
Yeah.
Now, from my experience at the farmers market, some of the dogs are better trained, well trained than, well, we won't go on that, but.
No, you can, and we've experienced it in Milton. It's dog friendly is the term that they use, and we have a lot of people who bring their pets. I would say 99.5% of them are well behaved. A lot of the vendors actually put out cups of water as well. or some treats. So it's always, and that just builds the community as well, and then and that community spirit, like, we're not turning anybody away. And but farmers markets are always a fantastic. Those the hand soaps, the botanical things that you were mentioning, it just shows that we have so many small businesses in our community that we need to support, just because there's so much talent. All throughout the farmers markets are going to be those types of handmade things, great gift ideas that you can either keep aside for Christmas and holiday seasons and birthdays, and sampling yourself. And I'm sampling. Everybody's got the vision now that I'm just walking up to everybody's table and sampling, by meaning I pay. I do pay. I don't walk away with too much.
There was a thought that maybe all the vendors had a picture of you and knew when you were coming, but
no, that's when Clark comes to visit. They have the wanted sign or look out for Clark Somerville, our wonderful former I won't say former co-host. He's still here. He's here in spirit, and always on assignment as well. And he'll be enjoying a retirement soon too. So
he will,
coming up in a few months. We got to do a roast.
Absolutely.
Coming up with show ideas on the go, roasting Clark Somerville. Perfect idea. I mentioned that there was going to be a week that in the Milton Farmers Market cycle that wouldn't be there wouldn't be a farmers market, and that's just to let you know that the Milton Street Festival on June 6th is going to be happening, where it's going to we're going to shut down Main Street entirely for the entire day. Family-friendly events, the climbing towers that the kids can go on, bouncy castles, and I told you that you're going to have to take part in some of our bouncy castles at our Street Fest. Lots of vendors, lots of food, places like Pasqualino's, they open up their front area, and they're cooking. So if you've ever had a meal at Pasqualino's, just
so we
delicious.
Should not have the meal at Pasqualino, then go to the bouncy castle. That's probably not a good order of.
Only you would think about that. Only you would think of it. But that is a good idea when you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't have a lot of food, hot dogs, or like I said, the delicious food that's at Pasqualino's all the time, and then get on the bouncy castle. The kids, I don't think, would be very appreciative of a couple of elder gentlemen.
Well, I think
all over their bouncy castle.
I think I mentioned last time, though, that I'm past my best before when it comes to bouncy castles, and you mentioned about the climbing walls there too. I think I'm probably not going to be well suited for that one either.
Well, you'll give it a try. But yeah, that Saturday, June 6th, downtown Milton. It's been an award-winning festival over the years, and I can't remember how many years now that they've done it consecutively. But it's always a great time. So make sure you mark that in your calendar for Saturday, June 6th. Starts in the morning, goes to the evening. Live bands, as always, going to be there. And it's just a absolutely fun, fantastic time. One of the things I did want to highlight before we go to our break is that recently, it was just this past Thursday, the Community Foundation of Halton North held its annual showcase event at Piper's Heath Golf Club. Have you ever been to Piper's Heath?
I have been.
Beautiful facility, great golf course, and wonderful people. And I don't know if this is going to show up very well on there, but that's the Community Foundation of Halton North. And our tagline is "For Good Forever," where we talk about philanthropy, we talk about building legacy gifts. And part of as the Community Foundation has grown in its size, over $7 million. We're getting ready to work our way towards $10 million from a benefactor point of view. We get a chance to award some grants to some amazing groups and organizations in North Halton, and that's what we did at that event. So one of the groups that received a grant funding from the Community Foundation of Halton North is Links to Care. And I know that we've talked about it a number of times here on this show.
Very active, very great group. And you know what, if there's something happening in North Halton, usually you see Links to Care involved in it. So kudos to you folks who are heavily involved with that one.
Yeah, and just like I said, just outstanding and giving back into the community and with their services. Art House for Kids, it's an organization that puts together, they have singing and dancing, they have performances, they have meetings where they get together and do some artwork and some different crafts, and it brings kids together as, whoops, look at that. There you go. See, I'm so excited. Everything just pops out.
And now back live, Mike Fluid.
And now we're back live. But Art House is another great organization. They put together a great presentation, singing and dancing at the thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that our producer extraordinaire has some pictures and some possible video from the event. Another organization that received funding, which is just an incredible group of people, is the Halton Food for Thought. And they provide breakfast programs for kids, snacks, and that's available to all kids. We know through statistics that there are so many kids who don't get a chance to have a healthy breakfast in the morning. They go to school, they're able to get these snacks, smoothies, and you name it, that they put together. And the kids are a big part of running the organization, running the day-to-day events. I remember a number of years ago I had helped out with their breakfast program, and all the kids were running around getting everything organized, putting the food in the baskets, getting everything ready, and one of the girls, little girl, said to me, she goes, "Mr. Cluett, we really appreciate your help, but could you kind of get out of the way because we need to get things done." I don't know if I was thinking I was helping, but I was hindering there. So Halton Food for Thought was one of the grant recipients. The Milton Choristers, great singing organization here in Milton. You can see them at Knox Church from time to time, so check out their schedules. They're a fantastic group of people, wonderful singers. And another one I would be remiss if I didn't mention is the Halton Learning Foundation. And Mark Clare, who's the CEO, was there, and they put together funding to help kids, supplement them if they need to go on field trips, if their families can't afford it, to find clothes and backpacks, and just an incredible organization with wonderful people. So,
and he is out there quite a bit, and he's been getting a lot of visibility on that. So good for him.
Yeah. So there were more there. We're going to go to a break soon. So, but thanks to the folks, I'm proud to sit on the board of directors for the Community Foundation of Halton North. Thanks to everybody who came out for that day. We are heading to our first break. See how fast this goes? It's the fastest.
It's a blur. It just happens so quick.
In local television, as you can find it. But Mike and Ron will be back right after these messages. You're watching Local Matters on your TV Halton.
Don't go anywhere.